It's been a long night for everyone, but Getty says for the next 2 weeks they are not slowing down. However, if you go out to eat and you order something like this, you may notice a 7% tax on your receipt. People are, and vets say that should make placing him in his forever home a lot easier. By one vote, making history because now he is the first elected black mayor of Clover.
She was just a great girl, a heart for service, and she'll be missed terribly.
A friend of Carson's from the Peach Stand, where she had worked for more than 2 years, put this event together, even though she had never met Carson's family, and the turnout was in the hundreds.
The crowd looked huge and more people were coming, and it was just great having the support of the community.
Organizers say even though Fort Mill is growing by leaps and bounds, things like this remind us that we are still a small town. Carson's mother, Debbie, putting on a brave face. It was her first time back to the Peach Stand since the night her daughter was killed.
She looks just like me. She's my twin. The only difference is blonde hair and blue eyes and fair skin. But other than that, we both have the right dimple. She's my twin.
Shelby Hinnant says Carson, or Killer K as her friends called her fondly, was her person and had been since 6th grade.
We text every day. I was talking to her the day of until 4:15.
Carson's pastor said he texted Carson that day as well after seeing a tweet.
I texted Carson. I said, "What's going on at the Peach Stand?" I saw that there's police presence, and as soon as I had sent that text, Debbie, Carson's mom, she called me and said, "Come down to the Peach Stand."
Carson's mother's next words to him, he says he'll never forget.
I don't know how I can do this. She was my best friend, and mine to her were, we're going to do it together. We're going to do it one day at a time, and we're going to do it with Jesus.
Debbie says the days to come are going to be challenging for them, but to keep the family in your prayers.
The world is a better place for her having been in it. It's unfortunate that her life was cut short and we won't get to see what else that she could have accomplished.
Debbie says she wants people to remember who her daughter was and the light she was to those around her, rather than the terrible tragedy that ended her story so abruptly. In Fort Mill, Alexandria Savage, CN2 News. Officers, deputies, firefighters, and a state trooper. First responders greeting.
Good morning. How y'all doing this morning?
Opening doors.
Good morning. You ready for school today, buddy?
And showing students they're here to help.
There it is. That's the bell.
Responding to this carpool line instead of a call.
I felt like this was important for the kids to get an opportunity to meet the first responders and see the different uniforms.
We're out here encouraging kids to make good decisions, letting them know that the police officers and first responders are their friends.
There was a young child here at the school that the principal spoke to one afternoon that was upset because they'd seen a police officer walking through the school.
The principal spoke to that student and then reached out to Lance Corporal Bridges, who had already expressed interest in organizing something for students. Countywide, first responders are teaching students they're here to help and having fun along the way.
Oh, yeah. Pretty neat. Why you got my pink book bag? That's my pink book bag. Huh? You got Tootsie Rolls?
I love what I do.
Kids and officials were smiling and having fun. These guys definitely put the unity back in community. A dozen first responders showed up at about 6:30 to greet kids, car riders, and bus riders until the sun came up and classes began. Now, all agencies in York County were invited, but only about 5 showed up. But that's okay. Organizers say this may be the first, but it won't be the last. Some participants who had more than 30 years of experience in their field said they look forward to opportunities to help outside of their jurisdiction as this year's carpool came to a close.
Y'all ready for school? Excellent. Hey there. Bye. Have a good day.
And the school's principal was pleased to have them.
Choo-choo.
First responders, we appreciate all that you do every single day, and thank you so much for giving us your time this morning, and you're always welcome back.
She says she hopes the school can host this event again next year. In Clover, Alexandria Savage, CN2 News.